All right, guys, I know a lot of you guys follow us because you like the puppies and your dog lovers and all that, and that's cool, but we have a lot of people that follow us as well because they like the fishing, they like the crabbing, and they like the salt life. So today I want you to join me on an adventure. I'm going to be dumping some of my stone crabs today, my stone crab traps today, and I'm going to be showing you what I use to bait them and how I bait them and how I throw them and what I look for on the bottom and stuff like that to give me a higher percentage of catching some stone crab. All right, I wanted to share some of the baits that I use to set up my traps, okay? And pretty much what I use is anything that I catch. When I go fishing, whatever I catch, after I fillet it, I'll keep the carcasses. Like this is a yellow jack, ballyhoo. I didn't use up this ballyhoo, got ballyhoo. I had cut a big old barracuda. I cut them up in pieces. Barracuda's good. Mahi. Got a whole thing of mahi-mahis and stuff in here. The fillets. Got some snappers in here. The fillets. Even got some whole snappers that I didn't get to eat them. And pretty much I like to put a mix in the bag. Just like us, how some of us like different types of foods, the crabs might like different types of fish. So what I do is I like to give them a mixed bag, a little bit of everything. Now, these ballyhoo probably aren't the best bait to use because they will break down real quick, just like the fish, and they'll slip out of the traps. But since I got them, a little extra smell won't hurt anything. Now, one thing that I'm forgetting here that I love to put in my crab traps is pig's feet. Believe it or not, pig's feet's really good. Pig's feet will last long. Say with this run right here, I'll have to be back out here in 2 weeks because this fish will pretty much get eaten up and washed out within those 2 weeks. But if I was to put a pig foot or two in each trap along with the fish, I'll be able to get 5, 6, maybe even 8 weeks out of them. And when I come back, there'll still be some pork rotting in there, which that rotting smell attracts the crabs. All right, so this is what I do this is the bait I use to set up my traps. Next, I'm going to show you how I set the traps up. All right, so since I have a lot of fish, I won't be metal wiring them up to the corner like I usually do. I'm just going to throw the big balls of fish in there because as you can see, there's plenty of fish in each crab trap. And as you can tell, I have a mixture of fish, ballyhoo, jack, barracuda, mahi, all in every single one. All right, to give a little bit more contrast to what we're doing here. All right. So those are the traps nice and full. Next step will be dumping them and marking their location. One little thing I forgot to say is I always like to tie strap my traps just to make sure if there was anybody in it or anybody stole my crab, I'm going to know the crab's going to still be stolen, but at least I know somebody was in my trap. So not only that, it helps secure them just in case maybe a shark's trying to get in it or something, they just won't pop open and get to it. So there's 2 reasons why I put these tie straps. And it's always a good thing to put your tie straps on your crab traps. One thing I wanted to share though, one thing I did want to share, guys, is in the state of Florida with a recreational fishing license, you're allowed 5 recreational crab traps. So if you have a fishing license in the state of Florida, you can have 5 traps. There is certain laws and regulations that the way you have to set these crab traps up. But for more on that, you can go to fwc.com and they will give you all the rules and regulations of how to set your traps up, how to put your R in the top for recreation, how to put your name and address on your traps and all that important information before you just go out there and do that. All right, guys, much love. We're going to show you the last step now of dumping the traps. And then in 2 weeks, we'll be back and all of us will come to try to catch these crabs and we'll all be on the adventure together. Trap number 1. All right, crab trap number 2 going down. Trap number 4. All right, so we threw the last trap already. This is the ending of the season, and we only have a couple months left in the season. Now, if we get another cold front that runs through here, we're gonna be okay. But if we don't, I don't know how well we're gonna do, but that's why we welcome you for the next journey, for the next adventure, to check out the traps and to see what we all caught. Because I know this is not just my trip. If you guys are following along and you guys enjoy what we do, this is our trip.